Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Minecraft. Quite sure why it's seeming loud. There's another thing that I've gone and done as well. I've added in a few mods. And you can see up in the top right hand corner, I've got some coordinates up there, as well as the chunk, also the direction I'm facing. That is infinitely programmable. I can change it around however I like. It's customizable. I can customize it however I wish. I'm in a dark place right now, and I know that this is a bit of an issue for some people, especially if we're doing stuff at night. So there's another thing I've got. I got Tweakaroo now, and there's a whole load of different toggles that we can use. There's a fast block. Hand restock is so amazing. I can be... Actually, I don't want that, but I'll get to some of that. Gamma override. I'm going to use that. Completely dark in here, and you can all see perfectly in here now. It's absolutely amazing. So I've got that bit, and the reason that I added this one in, this Tweakaroo one, is just so that you can see. Now, I did try this one out while I was doing some building over there, and there is a major downside to it. I can't see when it's getting dark and when it's not. So I can't see where the light levels are so low that creatures will spawn. It makes no difference. So, yes, it's really good for recording purposes, but when it comes to actual gameplay, it's not actually that good because it does hinder us lighting up an area properly. So this is the bridge that I've gone and built. I've done it all along the outside edge of the spawn chunks, all the way up to this far end over here, purely just so that we got something cool going around the edges. I've got to... Actually, I'll tell you what. You can... I just want to show you in underneath, because I'm quite proud of this. I did a lot of work on this. I just want to show it off, and then I'll let you have a little watch the time-lapse, the bit that I've done so far. I'm going to build this all the way around the entire thing. So each section with the creeper face, if you look up there, there's our creeper face looking at that. Each section is a square, and it's a near-perfect square. Well, it is a perfect square. So we've basically got... I can hear. Okay, I don't know where he is. Like I said, a bit of a downside to using this gamma override function is that I can't tell if it's, like, what's lit up and what isn't. I mean, it's daytime at the moment, so we don't need to worry about it. But I've done this little archway in underneath, and I'm quite pleased with this. So we've got a couple of stairs up in underneath there, a couple of half slabs, and then a couple of stairs down that side on each of the pillars. I did the same on that side as well. There's something heading towards me. Let's just take you out a minute, and I can go back in here, and we can actually just go and have a look there a minute and see if there is a bit down here. I encountered some issues in here. Now, there is another thing that I was thinking of adding. I have previously been told not to, but it is actually starting to get to be a bit of a problem for us. You can see in here, there's loads of grass blocks have been placed down in here. Most of these grass blocks that have been placed in here have been placed by Enderman. Sen is forever clearing grass out of our base now, of grass and dirt blocks that have been placed in by the Enderman, and it's starting to get to the point where it's just, it's more really annoying than fun gameplay. It's not interfering or breaking anything, it's just kind of like getting in the way of stuff. So anyway, that's the bridge. If I let you watch the time-lapse of me just building that one a minute, and I'll show you this other stuff. Actually, before you start watching the time-lapse, I did find one more thing down here. There it is. It was a spawner, and it's literally just below the surface right here. Sen came down here. I need to get some more pink granite, so I have to remember where this is. A zombie spawner in here, and there's another one just over this way. I'm not sure if it's a zombie spawner or if it's a... I think it's a spider spawner over here, but I believe they're too far apart to be useful. I don't know how far away that one is. yeah, I think they're too far away to be useful, so we probably won't end up doing anything with them. But the thing with a zombie spawner is we got some stuff in here, and there's another tweak that I've got. It's Scrollmatic or something like that. You know, I said about how things were being moved quickly and I couldn't understand how it was. It's this mod. It's this scroll one. Basically, I can now press shift and I can scroll and I can move everything. If I don't press scroll, it moves it one at a time just by using my mouse scroll, which is absolutely fantastic. So I can do that. I can shift, I can press alt and click like that and it will move that stuff in. I can also do this, which is, no, I can do control and alt and click. No, there is one here, shift alt. There we go. Shift alt will move literally everything from one to the other, which is just amazing. I mean, it does mean that I've now got to just quickly sort this out, but this is the kind of power that this mod has, and I have been over the moon with it. I've been trying out different combinations of things that you can do with it. It's absolutely fantastic. There is a villager thing that you can do with it as well, which is amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. So I can quickly gather up everything that I want. It's nice and easy in behind the scenes, and basically all it's saving, it's not, I wouldn't consider that to be a game-breaking thing at all. I would consider it to be a time-saving and potentially saving my wrists as well, because as you all know, gamers' wrists are equivalent of about an 85-year-old's wrists. It's never good. So, now if you have a look there, you can see into the jungle. It's nighttime now, or it's just about coming up to nighttime. If I... where's my gamma? The gamma's switched off right now, so if I turn on the gamma override, it's all lit up like a Christmas tree in there. So, whilst this is really good, it also does have its drawbacks in that I can't see which bits are lit up and which bits aren't. So it's not something that I actually want to be using all the time. It's something that I will use sometimes for the benefit of a video, but it's something I will also just sort of use sparingly. Anyway, yeah, time lapse for this bridge. There is a creeper in our base over there. I'm not quite sure where he spawned from. It'll be down there somewhere. One of the bits that I've got with my item overlay at the moment is I can see light level. I can set that one. I think it's this one right here. No, this is the item scroller. There will be links to these on our Discord. So this is the one here, Mini HUD. So one, we got all the different infos right here, and if I search for light level info, light level true, like that, come out of this one, you can now see I've also got client light block 12 sky 15 up here where I am. And if I jump down here, 12 there, block 9, block 8, there was one there, it's there, block 7, right, so we know where the creeper spawned. He spawned on that one, and this is where the mini HUD is, that the item, right, I put that one down there, and now we've lit it up again. So, this is where the gamma overlay thing, the override thing, starts to become a bit of a nuisance, because I can't see fully where there might be darkness. Now, something I have found out is that there's been a slight update to Minecraft, or there will be an update to Minecraft, and one of the changes that is being implemented is the drowned, instead of having a 5% base chance of dropping 1 copper ingot, they will have an 11% base chance of dropping a copper ingot. I don't know how you do it. I think you just got to drop them in water, but you can convert zombies into drowned. So with a zombie spawner, we can drop them into water, we can convert them into drowned, then kill them, and we have an infinite supply of copper, basically. It's one way of an infinite copper farm. Now, we said that we were going to go and build this one, myself and Sen. We built this together. We built this proper thingy so that we could farm the skeletons, and we did it really well. We recorded the entire episode, and unfortunately, after we finished, realized that the audio hadn't recorded properly, and so we've lost all of it. We decided against redoing it and thought that I would just show you, because it's a chance to show you a couple of other things. I'm just going to hide in here, away from anything nasty. Again, the gamma override would be useful. So there's two options that I can use here. The first one, I'm actually going to come out of here to show you the first option. And I'm just going to stand over here. And what I've been doing to look at a few things is I just switched to spectator mode. I never go into creative mode. I'm not doing that, but I do go into spectator mode so that I can have a look round and I can check things out. Now, unfortunately, because I have my also my video recorder D3D going, it doesn't render this correctly, and I get both sides of the blocks being rendered, which is not supposed to do. It doesn't normally, so if I go back into this, I can only see the outsides of caves and stuff. It shouldn't do that. The developers for D3D are working on sorting this out. It's to do with the whole Z fighting issue. So, switching into spectator mode isn't actually something that I like doing. And it's not something that I want to keep doing. There is a better option now. I have another option. So if I switch out of creative and go back into survival a minute, we will run over here and we will tuck ourselves away in the little hole. And I'm going to block that up to make myself safe. And then I'm going to go into here, and I have got another toggle that I can use, and that is free camera. I can go into the free camera mode. Now, I've actually put that one on a hotkey, so I don't even need to do that. I can switch to free cam mode, toggle free camera on, and I can go and have a look in here. And it's now working, but it's still a bit too dark. So what we will also do while we're in here is we'll go to this, and we will also turn on the gamma override, like that. And now we can see what's going on. So we have a skeleton spawner in here, and the normal, we decorated the inside. We took it 4 blocks back from the center. That center spawner block is actually in line with that one, and 4 out on each side all the way through. The normal procedure for anybody building one of these is to put a couple blocks on top of the spawner to stop anything spawning and the skeletons just sitting up on top there. Having watched a Mango video, now those of you who have watched Mango have probably realized that he is all about efficiency. He ran some tests, and he actually found that by allowing the skeletons to spawn on here and then moving them off, the entire spawner is almost 5% more efficient. 5% increased productivity, which I thought was pretty good. So that's what I've gone for. And all we've got is a series of gates right here. I've got one gate at the back. Actually, there's 2 gates right here. No, there isn't. There's 1 gate at the back. There's 2 on each side over here. And there's 1 down underneath. And there's 1 over in front over there. There's also a tripwire. We've got a tripwire hook that goes all the way across here. If a skeleton spawns on top of that spawner, it activates the tripwire, which in turn activates this little line of redstone that goes up over the top into that block, and it just did it just then. I don't do it. I don't activate it, but it did it. I was hoping that it would do it in the video so that I could show you, and it did it just very briefly. If skeleton spawns up, it might have just been that he spawned over there, but basically it will open up that trapdoor. We've got a waterlogged block up there above that trapdoor. That will allow the water to come down. It flows over the open gates and washes the skeleton off the top of there, which is absolutely fantastic. And now, because of the Z fighting issue that I've got, you can't see what's going on here. We've got to sort of cram in with the skeletons, unfortunately. They go into there. Are you gonna... Let's just let it spawn one more time. They are low enough down out of the way. The blocks in here are placed very specifically to get these skeletons to wash out as quickly as possible. I want 1 more spawn. Come on. Just 1 more. Just do it. There. Right. It didn't actually land on top, but it did at least have the flush system activate a little bit. So what they do is the skeletons come down through here. They go across. There's a stone pressure plate there to stop the water from sort of flowing back in the wrong direction. They do queue up there a little bit. It doesn't really make a lot of difference. And then they go into a bubble column, a bubble elevator here with the soul sand. They go up the top, up to here. And we should see 1 come up here. There we go. He goes up like that. It goes along the top. And in your own time. They do sometimes hang around at the top here for a bit as well. They sort of queue up in different places. There he goes. All the way down to the bottom. And then underneath we have got a kill floor. In here is literally just a space for them to fall down and land. They come all the way down there. Can I see 1? Yep, there he is. He comes down there, and then the drops are deposited into the chest in there. So I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to dig my way. I was AFK in there for 1 night. I sat in my little shelter in there, completely safe from any kind of harm, and it was absolutely perfect. So then if you go and have a look down here, this is basically what we got, because you've got to be really close to a spawner for it to be active. If I stand over here, I think I'm already too far away for that one to be active. We can have a quick look, because I can go into... Yeah, it's already deactivated. I'm too far away for it to be active, even over here. So you've got to stand quite close to a spawner in order for it to work. Completely full in there. Completely full in there. Completely full with a whole load of armor and stuff in there, and that one's about halfway full with more armor and stuff as well. The armor is basically from a thing that happens every now and then, because I don't have this quite high enough. When some of the skeletons spawn every now and then, you get one that'll have like feather falling on his feet or something. That drops down, doesn't kill him, and they accumulate there. So when I got up in the morning and went and had a look, there were about 12, 15 skeletons all accumulated in there. Doesn't interfere with the spawn rates, though. Doesn't interfere. So I just went in with the sword and chopped them up. And that was the end of that. So I didn't have to worry about any of it. That's the skeleton spawner. So yeah, apologies, didn't get to see it being built, but unfortunately we lost the footage and we didn't think that it was actually worth it. We were going to build more sheep cells over there, but we've decided against doing that because we now have enough. I have got all of my stuff now. I've got the full set of armor and tools, and I've also got some for Sen. I am looking for a book. Now, there is a very specific book that I wrote for Sen, and I don't know where I went and put it. It's kind of embarrassing because this book is quite important. Gone and done something, and I'd like to kind of like be able to actually make this work. And you can see here we've got these things everywhere from the Enderman. And I did previously ask if people wanted me to get rid of the ability for Enderman to take blocks and place them down. You can disable Enderman griefing with a vanilla tweak. And most of you said, no, don't do that. However, I would ask that you now reconsider. I'm not going to do this unless you all give me permission. I'm not going to do it. It's not something that's going to happen. I don't want to go that way. I want to go... I'm running out of ideas of where I could have left this book. I might just have to write a new one. Ooh. Did I go and put it in the wrong place? I've made a little treasure hunt for Sen. Because I've made all of her armor, and I've made her weapons. She's got a bow. She's got full outfit. Made it all. And I want her to be able to have them. I can't remember where I went and put the book, because this is clue 2 in there, and I need clue 1. Where did I go and leave clue 1? I may have to write it out again. So anyway, the Enderman, they're getting to be a bit more of a problem. And they're not breaking any redstone, they're not doing anything like that. But what they are doing is the random placement of blocks is starting to become just a constant irritation. And, like, case in point right here with the sheep. We've got 2 blocks placed down here with the sheep. And they haven't been there very long. We've got quite a bit of wool from these, and I want to build a giant wool farm anyway, which is going to consist of 16 sheep of each color, and so it's going to be an absolutely huge wool farm. So I don't really see much point in us extending that one out, because we've now got all the XP and everything we need. I know that the book isn't up here, so I've already looked. Where did I leave it? It might be down over here. I added a bit more copper there, and... no book. Alright. I might have to just write another one. Okay, I could do that. I can write another one. The copper... we'll have a look at the copper later. Because we're going to get... ooh! Blue one. Right! I remember now. I put it down there, and I was going to have her look down there. Okay, so we've got the treasure hunt. I've got this all laid out for her to go and have a look round. We will get her online in a minute, and she can then go on the treasure hunt, and she will have a full set of gear, which means that we will be ready to go off and fight the Ender Dragon. That's what we want to do. We can find the Ender Dragon, we can find the stronghold, we can get there, we can defeat the Ender Dragon, and we can come back and we can start working on some of the much bigger projects that we want to get started on, the wool farm and stuff like that. So there's one other thing that I wanted to show you very quickly, if I can find some dye. Oh, yeah, by the way, been doing a bit of trading. We've got several emeralds now after buying all of the books that I needed. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to put that up, take a bit more green dye in there. So I go in here and I go and see my dudes here who have got the green. This is so much better because I was click, 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 backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. It's even worse with the paper because you've got to do it so many times because it's such a big lot that you've got to trade at once. It's a bit more like the wool. But now all I do is I press that one there. Now I press and hold the shift button and I just scroll up and down like that until it's done. And I've done everything. That is part of the item scroller mod. It is amazing. It is amazing to be able to do that after having spent so long here just slowly clicking through everything. Being able to go in and just scroll it through like that is absolutely fantastic. I cannot begin to describe just how much of a difference that has made to making my life a whole lot more bearable. It really does make such a difference. So I'm going to actually have a look at these guys here. So we'll do the wool now. See, it's like I have to scroll through them several times in order to be able to get all the wool, and it's just so much better. Just better click on that and just scroll up and down a little bit. I've run out of wool to trade anyway. It's such a difference. It is absolutely amazing. So these mods, they do require fabric mods. There'll be links to them in the description, and you can go and take a look at them for yourself. It is a guy on... They're all made by the same guy, Massady, I think it is. He's on the Psycraft server. I got the idea of using these from watching the Il Mango videos, and there's one other that we will probably be getting, which is called Lightmatica, which basically allows us to place down blueprints in the world. We go and make something. I can go and design something in Creative, and then I can make a blueprint of it, place it down here in Survival, and if Sen has also got the mod active, she will be able to see it, and then we can use that to build the item without a load of mistakes in Survival, which does make life a little bit easier. It also gives an item list, which, if you're off building something a long way from home, it's definitely an improvement. Right, I've got a little bit of pink granite there I want to just put aside. The other thing, yeah, the whole Enderman business, I really would like you to reconsider, because we're doing the clearing up in the background, but we've come in here before now and found 5 blocks of grass just in this room in here. There's one randomly placed down there at the moment. So the Endermen are becoming a real pain. There's another block of dirt been placed up there, and these were only cleared up this morning, so like we haven't been online very much today, and they're still placing them down at a ridiculous speed. So it's starting to become much more of a nuisance than anything else. And it's not really something that's affecting video quality. It's not something that's going to be seen in the videos much. It just means that we won't have thousands of blocks piling up inside our base. Because we could Enderman proof it by making the rooms low down, but we don't actually like the look of them like that. So the other option, of course, is to put carpets over everything, but again, it's not necessarily something that we like in all of our decorative options. So I think that the Enderman griefing one is potentially one that's a good compromise. Not going to get rid of the creeper griefing. We're not going to change that one. Definitely heard you when you said you don't want that one being gotten rid of, so we will keep that one. But anyway, enough rambling by me. I'm going to go and see if I can round up Sen, and we can get her going on this treasure hunt. Okay, I have rounded me up a stray Sen layer. Where are you, Sen?
In the base.
In the base, right. So Sen hasn't had very much to do with the actual construction of the bridge, where she hasn't actually done any of the construction of the bridge. I did all of that, but she has been off.
Nice change.
Yeah, but well, you have been off gathering up a bit of pink granite for me, because I've run out and I've only done that bit, and I got all the way around the spawn chunks to go. So it's gonna kind of be an ongoing project. I don't know how much will get done at any one point, but it's something that I would like to work on fairly quickly. But as you sort of run into a few problems with gathering up your stuff, haven't you? Like
what, with lack of tools?
Yeah. She was asking if I'd managed to get the enchanting done, and I said, well, I don't know. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.